Okay, guys. What a great job by our defense. We really talk about making them snap it one more time, and I thought that was on display tonight. We got some key and critical stops. Unbelievable blocked extra point by Michael Hoyt earlier in the game. And then for Akello Witherspoon to be able to come up with that interception, that we were going to come after him, brought a zero blitz right there. And the guys executed in a big way. Offensively, there's going to be a lot of learning opportunities for us. I thought, they made the drive when they had to be able to go up 4 points. Would love to have punched that in for a touchdown. But they did a good job. You give Arizona's defense credit. There wasn't nearly good enough overall execution. That'll always start with me. But I was proud of our football team finding a way to win the game. And we've done that in a variety of different ways. For our defense to hold them scoring-wise the way that they did, incredible effort. I thought we had some really good rushes. We were able to get some pressure on Kyler. There's a couple times where he was able to escape and make some plays. But we made enough plays to be able to come away with the win, and those are things that we certainly are not going to take for granted. And I'm proud of our football team. A lot of respect for Jonathan Gannon and his group.
You have 8 one-score victories this year.
Yep.
What has been the key ingredient?
Well, I think this is a mentally tough team. I think this is a resilient team. Really, when we talked about coming off of the bye when we were 1-4, finding ways to finish games. Now, it hasn't gone exactly the way we want, but we've been able to finish it in the positive column, 9 out of 11 opportunities that we've had. Certainly, we're still looking for that opportunity to play a little bit more consistently. But I am so proud of our defense. I'm proud of the offense making the drive when they had to. There's going to be some opportunities. Would have loved to have been able to close the game out there. And I thought there were chances to be able to do that where we didn't even have to put our defense back out on the grass when we ended up getting the ball back after the 4th down stop. And so those are going to be things that we can learn from. But I will say, doing this, being fortunate enough to be in this position for 8 years, I'm not taking wins for granted, but we will look at it with a critical eye and say, all right, what does it really look like to play complete football if you're going to get an opportunity to go win next week and give yourself a chance to be competitive if you do get in the dance.
Put 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock.
Yeah.
The entertainment for the team was on the field for the 2-minute warning. What was the explanation you got from the officials?
I'll keep that between us, but I was hopeful that would end up getting down to the 2-minute based on just when they said, I think you know as well as I do.
You guys have a chance to clinch before you play again. If that's the case, do you expect to play your starters?
I've got to look at a lot of different things. So we'll see. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. So our focus and concentration will be on, all right, how do we get an opportunity to play a complete game against an excellent Seattle Seahawks football team? And until we have to, decide otherwise, that's where my sole focus and concentration will be.
Will you be watching scoreboards tomorrow?
No, I'm just gonna put my head in the sand. What the hell kind of yes? No, I'll be watching tomorrow, Gary, and see if there's a chance that we could win the division. I'm gonna pay attention to that.
And what would that mean to be able to clinch it without having to play that?
Well, we had to handle our business tonight for that to even be a possibility, so it would mean a lot. But again, I don't think what I don't want to do is get ahead because you get emotionally invested in other people's games, and that never has really served me very well. So we'll watch it. I'll tell myself to not get invested, and then you will. But the reality is this, we've got to be able to, if you want to be able to do what we want to be able to do, you got to handle your own business. And our guys did that tonight. There's a lot of things that we can look at to be better collectively, and it'll always start with myself. And I'm excited about getting back to the drawing board, figuring out how do we put our team collectively in some better spots, and then particularly on the offensive side of the ball, we got away with, a great effort from our defense tonight to be able to come away with the win.
Sean, every time we do ask you about those slow starts this season, the answer has been execution. But I'm wondering if there's anything a little bit more specific you can tell us about.
Yeah, I don't know that serves us well. I know that I don't mean to be disrespectful in any stretch, but there's a lot of different things. There were some opportunities. There's certainly, I'll look at, all right, got to have some better, designs on some different things like that. But it does come down to let's execute. Let's do what we're supposed to do. Snap in and snap out. Let's not have penalties that set us back. There was far too many of those where you're starting yourself from a deficit, and that really got us out of rhythm, I thought, on a handful of drives. But we all got to be better, and it'll always start with me, Jordan.
How do you describe the attitude and demeanor of your defense as a whole?
Yeah, I think tough. I mentioned just the guy's ability to be able to say tough and resilient is the things that come to mind. Guys that, give themselves an opportunity to make them play that next snap, see what ends up happening. And tonight I thought that was on display in a big way.
Last two guys. You had Kobe Turner eat up a ton of double teams to free Braden Fisk. You had Matthew Stafford scramble to pick up a huge first down. Cooper Kupp was the lead blocker that got Puka Nacua into the 5.
Yeah, I wish that would have scored. They went for 21, but I know what you're saying.
When you have your leaders doing the small things, the nuanced things, the things that are grossly overlooked, what type of message does that?
It's a selfless team. I look at it as when your leaders are the examples of what it looks like and doing whatever is necessary. That's, all right, what's the intent? What do I need to do? Sometimes Jordan would kick it out to Steve Kerr, John Paxson for game winners. So I think our guys, you guys like that, right? All right, get a little smiles in here. But I will say I'm just proud of this group, and it was illustrated in a lot of different ways. We made enough plays. Certainly I know we can play better, and we need to be able to play cleaner brand of football offensively, where you're not punting, you're not putting yourself behind the sticks, you're executing when there's opportunities there. And then there's some things, where you say, all right, we got to put our guys in some better spots, like I mentioned. And so, but I am proud of this team, and this team has stayed connected. They stay together. They found a way to win their 5th straight. And we'll go back to the drawing board and figure out what we need to do to get ready for Seattle next week.
Last one.
Sean, Akella Witherspoon has been so, just as a personality, so quiet this entire year.
Yeah.
What did it mean for him to come up with that crucial play?
It was huge. He made a couple big-time stops. I thought he played one of his most complete games last week against the Jets. He's really played really good quality football over the last month of the season, and especially when you go from the Niners to the Jets, and now here we are. And so really proud of him. What a great catch that was off the tip. And God, it felt like forever for them to rule that. And then where are we going to spot it? But we're damn glad that he caught it. I'm damn glad he's here with us. Okay? Thanks, guys.
Hey, Stafford's coming right in, guys.
Played by Witherspoon. What did you see from the sideline? I saw you looking up at the scoreboard. What did you see? What was your emotion like when it was ruled a interception?
Unbelievable play. Once it got tipped, I was yelling Pickett, and he did a great job of reacting. Unbelievable play, great catch. Just a gritty job by our defense right there, getting a stand to get us the ball back.
He was a guy that a few weeks ago was playing a reserve role, and he's really stepped up these last 3 weeks. What has he meant to this team in the stretch run?
Yeah, I obviously have experience with him, as a player from last year, and, he's obviously a really smart guy, long corner, athletic, got great hands, did a hell of a job today and has been doing a great job. Just a pro, comes to work every single day, and got an opportunity to make a play today, made one that was huge for us.
Hey, Matt, what do you think kind of led to some of the struggles you guys had today offensively?
We didn't do a whole lot great, to be honest with you. Didn't run it great, didn't throw it great, but found a way to get a win and get enough points. Obviously had another chance down there in the red zone and didn't come away with a touchdown. So.
On your scramble, looked like you had the pylon, slid up obviously, got free on a nice block. I think Puka who helped you that. A lot of blocks this game from those guys. So what happened on that play, and then your teammates making plays of other players in this game too?
Yeah. I don't know if I could have gotten in or not, but I was surprised as anybody that I was still running. But just trying to get a first down, at that point. And I thought our guys, we competed at a high level, just didn't make enough plays.
Your arm got hit early on in the game. Is your body okay? Are you feeling?
I feel okay. Yeah. It's week whatever it is, so I feel like I feel, but I'm not nothing new.
The last 3 games you guys have struggled offensively.
Yeah.
What do you think needs to happen for you guys to get back to how you were playing against Buffalo?
Yeah, just execute and make plays. That's what it is. Obviously, I'm the guy that touches the ball every single play, so I can do a whole lot better job of making plays and giving guys opportunities to make plays, and putting the ball in some spots where our guys can go make them. But it's team football, but obviously it starts with me just doing a better job of getting us going, especially early on.
You guys have a chance to clinch a playoff spot by the end of this weekend, depending on how some other games go. Sean said he tries not to get emotionally invested in games he can't control. Will you watch and will you root?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I got to figure out what my daughters want to do tomorrow first. And sitting around watching football doesn't sound like it's going to be high on the list for them, but I'm sure I'll keep an eye on some scores.
Matthew, do you feel like you're playing the same type of football when you guys went to the Super Bowl, winning games down the stretch?
I don't want to compare too many years, but I think we're doing a nice job as a team playing together. Certain games, it looks one way or the other, but we're finding ways to win football games. But I still think there's, especially on our side of the ball, there's more out there for us. And, you ask all the guys in there on our side that I'm sure they would say the same thing, that there's plays to be made. But obviously it starts with me to play a little bit better.
Matthew, coming into the season, just first-time defensive coordinator and Chris Shula, and then no Aaron, really young group, and some injuries as well. To be able to put games in their hands, to be able to lean on them when maybe things aren't going exactly how you would want as an offense, what does that mean to you as someone who's just seen a lot of football to be able to do that?
Yeah, I think you're doing a hell of a job. We're not trying to put games in anybody's hands. We would have loved to have, completed that last one on third down and taken a knee on the football and found a way to ice it with us on the field. So, again, I want to make more plays to make sure that they don't have to do as much as they did tonight. But proud of them, man. It's awesome to watch watch where they were in training camp and where they are now. And Shula's doing a hell of a job. We all knew he would. But those guys are playing hard for him and doing a really great job.
Matthew, each game takes on its own identity. Today you ran more than you have in any game this season. What aren't you willing to do to win?
Shoot, I'll do whatever it takes. I sure wish I, would just have played a little bit better, especially early, to make myself not have to run as much as we did. But no, I'm just, like you said, each game is its own game. I'm trying to find ways to win it. I'm not sure how many plays we had in the third quarter. It was another weird one. I think we might have had 3 or 4 plays in the third quarter again. It was a long stint, of not having the ball, and then, missed some opportunities late in the game to put it away with the offense on the field. So. A lot to work on, but just doing everything I can to try to help us win.
Matt, the defense has put together a nice little stretch over the past few games. What have you seen from them to be able to play as a cohesive unit over the last few weeks? Yeah,
it's rushing coverage. It's it's stopping the run. I thought they did a nice job of that today, and then just making timely football plays. Those guys were timely today when we had opportunities to make big ones. They made big ones and did a great job of they always talk about it. Make them snap it one more time, and it's so easy in some of those situations, whether it was the 4th down stop early on or the goalie go stuff, to kind of say, man, this is going to be a drive where they're going to get what they want, and they just do a hell of a job of being mentally and physically tough and making those plays when they get the chance.
No, you won't be watching it, but what would it mean to you and the team if you guys were able to clinch it and go into Week 18 with the division? And do you want to play in the final week of the season?
I'm not going to go there. I would leave that up to Coach. As far as what it would mean, I don't want to get too much into hypotheticals, but sitting here doing this, at 1-4 and to where we are right now, I sure am proud of this group. Got a lot more football to play and a lot more to earn, but we've earned the opportunity to be where we are. And whatever that is at the end of the weekend. But I'm proud of this group and the way they battled back. A lot of people doubting us, a lot of people writing us off at 1-4, and being able to sit here, what our record is, what it is right now. I feel, proud of this group. Thanks.
Locker room's open, guys.